put a little penis and just get here and you make them feel really comfortable.
I'll just do this part. You can do the other part.
Okay.
I'll do this part.
This is the two-hander. This is the one-hander. 3, 2, 1, and we're live!
Alright, mates. Try for the pooper and get it right. Yeah? It's what it says. Alright, mates.
That's not very helpful at all.
Have you had too much ale?
Not enough to see your beauty. And I realize I have had too much.
What? Now listen, boys, you can't just slap it on. What you gotta do is you gotta rub it in. Real slow like.
The horses begin to spin for some reason.
I'm rubbing myself.
And Carver actually is teaching Buddy how to do it.
With my hand on his hand?
Yeah. From behind him.
Buddy, don't fight it.
And I take Lewis's hand and I put it on my
And then Whoopi Goldberg starts making out with Lewis.
Who the hell's that? Shoshone?
The man stands from the table, pushes himself back, pulls a gun out, aims it directly at the woman that you were supposed to be detecting, pulls the trigger, and Dr. Lorraine Kwan's head bursts into a shower of blood and brains.
And I sit down next to her and I say, "Okay, Lorraine."
Shit. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud about saying that she's coming back. And I always heard, once you go black, you never come back. But go ahead, look at it now. She's coming almost all the way back.
I heard about that saying, and I always wondered what it meant.
Well, I assume that's what it means. Couldn't be anything else. It's the only logical explanation.
Definitely.
When I speak to the mountains, they sometimes talk back. Is it like that in books? Do they hold my words for time? And I open the books and I yell at it. Ah!
Jesus, buddy, how much did you explode there?
All over. It was like a total bukkake, total mushroom bukkake.
As he says that, I turn and look out across the dim night sky and just kind of get lost in thought. There's gotta be some more other golems out there. Still.
I feel any. I'm sure there are. But you know what? Animus might not be wrong. And I put my hands on either of his shoulders and I turn around. There's plenty of young lady here for you. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, young Margie's got her eye on you. And Margie waves from the other side.
Yeah, you're disarmed now, so it must be kind of terrifying when someone whips balls of steel at you.
Yeah, I hate having balls whipped at me.
Mm-hmm. We all do.
Steel.
You see Imogen, and I'm shaking my head at him, and I'm continue just keep my head down.
So,
I see someone who is really suffering and I go to cover his nose and mouth.
And I stop head. No, Ben. I think we should check the door on the left.
I think we should take our time, Kessler, and stay together.
Well, I meant together. I wasn't saying I would go. I meant together.
Dargul is still out there.
Dargul, I'm right here.
Dargul's standing next to you.
Oh, he's just so ninja-like. Soft steps.
No. I prefer to look down on you, even though it wouldn't be much of a difference if you were standing. Oh!
our horses aren't completely protected. Even though
We could rub a little more mud on them, but we'll do it really quick this time. Done.
Could you be more specific? What is making him dangerous?
There is something powerful within this young boy. Something of great magic that we need to ensure is safe and safely removed.
Magic.
I want you guys to tell me what you're doing at the same time because Carver's pressing on.
You heard him all at the same time. Okay. So
All right, this is what I'm going to be doing. I want to
going-
walk
I'm
into
going
it,
to
but I'm going to
go
go left. I'm
other
going to go
end.
straight. I'm not
I'm
going to go
going
center. I'm not going to go north. I'm
slide
not going to go south. I'm going to go.
Start using my
I think we go down, Lewis. I think we go home and do the best we
And
can.
we all die simultaneously.
There we go.
That was fun. Good game, guys. I'll see you next week. As Chris likes to say, we'll see you around the table.
That's where the jump and slide comes in.
I inspecting it, I kind of walk over and I open it. I walk back over to Pinky, and what's Pinky doing?
I'm running back to the, I'm running.
rubbing against.
No. I'm running back to the fucking cave. I'm out of here. You guys are fucking daft. I'm not taking this no more.
Oh, dude, they're just little baby legs.
I say, Pinky, come back here, kind of laughing. And I dip the rod into the Quicksilver stuff. And I just like get up, I catch up to Pinky, and I just put it on his back.
As soon as it touches him,
I'm running. I'm going detective baby
it
legs.
appears that these bony a growth start coming out of his eyes and cover. What are we looking at?
What? Detective baby legs.
Oh,
That's me. There's where I'm running. I'm like, get away from me.
And now it's your turn. You get to react. What do you do?
I fire at him, I guess. I'm pretty one-dimensional, aren't I?
You don't have to be, baby.
What else can I do? I don't have any daggers.
Jump on
me
a
to,
table
like-
and sing a fucking jig, man. It's role playing. Do whatever you want.
Our new Invictus logo. Jump on a table and sing.
I just ran away. Yeah.
And he looks back and he says, I am not quite in this part. Yeah, uncircumcised the way it should be. All right. If you need anything else, I used to be a teacher. Just come up. I'll tell you how to date. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep the bus going a certain rate, so if you want to see, I'd appreciate it. And the best part is, because my name is Tom Hanks, I just write T. Hanks at all my letters, and it says thanks. How great is that? And it's just like the fucking cockiest song, and it's so good. I don't know why they cut it out of the movie. I guess Gaston's not really that important of a character in the movie. He's just there to make the Beast look less like an asshole, even though the Beast is sort of an asshole too. The only difference is the Beast gets a chance, right? Like, the Beast is a dick to Belle. Like, he literally kidnaps her. Like, the whole point of the Beast, right, is like he's given a chance, and then he reveals that he can be a nice guy, and then she falls in love with him. And Gaston's an asshole. But, I mean, if the same opportunity was presented to him, if he just kidnapped her and locked her in a tower and, like, slowly made her love him, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Who knows? That's right, I'm sympathizing with Gaston. is our word, and it is not yours. Don't you dare! As soon as he says, I slap him. What did you just call me? And I like kind of sit down on the steps for a second. I'm like, listen, look, Penth is a really strong and noble guy, but I think I can relate a bit more to what you're going through. I was at that time before as well, where you feel like you can kind of take on the world. And Imogen, believe me, out of the three of us, I have no doubt that you are as powerful as probably some of the most powerful people in this world right now. But that doesn't mean you have to use that power. And you got to be smart, because people will fear that power.
I understand. I want to, I want to help people. I want to heal people. Yet all that comes to me is disaster, pain, and suffering.
And sometimes that happens. But you know what? You can give in, and you can give up, and you can let that power and pain and suffering consume you and change who you are, or you can be better than it. You can see the people standing outside your door, weak as they may be, for what they signify. And what they're saying is there's something within you that they fear. Whether they're right or wrong is irrelevant. You have power over it. Respect that power, and respect the fact that they might not understand it just yet. Penth and I are your friends. We're here for you. We're going to find out what's wrong with you. We're going to fix it. But you got to take it easy. You got to let people feel the way they're going to feel about you, because frankly, whatever's inside you is scary, and it is immense. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Now, internally, I turned off his conversation like halfway through.
Y X W B U T S R Q P O N M L K J I H G F E D E B. I think that's all.
That's not right. That's not right.
Hey.
The more you read, the more you know. The better you do in school, the better you do in life. That's a promise.
But he brings you downstairs, down a winding staircase that circles around, and talks to you as you're going.
Does no one else know that Mel Gibson awkward thing? Like, no one reacted to that. It's like every Mel Gibson movie, he always does this like sort of like sheepish, almost like, oh well, like every. No.
Oh,
it's true. He totally does. Yes.
I think he does it in Lethal Weapon for sure.
He does in everything.
What women want. What women want.
He does in everything. Yeah. My dad, for weirdest.
Oh yeah, he does that shake head thing.
Yeah, my dad. We were watching a movie and we were enjoying it, and the movie was We Were Soldiers. Okay, and he's like, I'm like, oh, I really like Mel Gibson. He was like, wow, I always like him, except he always does this stupid thing. And I'm like, what? And he's like, it's this sort of, and he explained it to me. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's a war movie. And he's like, I'm sure he won't do it in this movie, so I can't prove it. And at the fucking end, not to ruin it, but he goes back home and he shows up at the door, and it's that exact scene. She opens the door and he's like, oh, and he does this like awkward, like, I'm just so charmingly befuddled. And my dad's like, he stops the movie. He's like, that, I hate that. So now whenever that scene happens where there's a door open and someone's like, oh, I always picture Mel Gibson. Sorry, continue.
No, that's hilarious.
It was an important story.
That is very important. I'm glad that we've got that immortalized on the stream. Good. Okay.
Heaven and earth, must I remember?
This is the greatest game ever! Your character dies.